Hi, welcome back to Your Future, Your Finances. Thanks for watching the show. This segment, we have Nina Heck of Consumer Credit Counseling Services of Maryland and Delaware, which is now called Guidewell Financial
Solutions.
Guidewell Solutions.
Guidewell Financial Solutions.
Okay, got it all together. I'm going to read your bio so I don't forget anything. Nina has worked with Guidewell Financial Solutions, also known as the CCCS of Maryland, since 1987. She initially joined the nonprofit as a financial counselor and now serves as the agency's Director of Counseling and Client Services.
Yes.
Over the course of her career, she's counseled thousands of clients, helping them learn to budget, manage their debt. And as a financial advocate and expert, she served as the agency spokesperson, currently serves.
Yes.
Fantastic.
That's it.
And you were on the show a little while. Thanks for coming back on.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. And we're back on because you're now called Guidewell Financial Solutions. So talk a little bit about the name change.
Yes. So we were Consumer Credit Counseling Service of Maryland and Delaware for many, many years, which leads to us counseling only in Maryland and Delaware and also doing just budget and credit counseling. So through the years, we have become licensed to counsel nationwide, and we also have a lot of other services that we offer to the community. So we felt that Guidewell Financial Solutions opens that door to be more accessible to the nationwide community that we now service. Our tagline is "Your Path Forward," so we think that better describes where we're headed.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So what does the agency do? What does a typical customer of yours need?
Well, people come to us for a lot of different reasons. Oftentimes they're looking for just budgeting and credit counseling. And we also have a housing department, so we work with people that are having maybe difficulties with a mortgage or considering purchasing a home. And then we also offer financial coaching. We also have, we serve the community with a lot of educational programs. Approximately about 150,000 a year is who we reach out to locally with our educational programs, and we counsel about 30,000 people annually, which is pretty good for considering. Yes.
So, what tools do you typically use when you're helping someone get back on track?
Well, the first thing is just really trying to get them to get organized with what they need to have in order to do a counseling session, which would be knowing what their current income is, having a pretty good idea of all their household living expenses, and then, of course, any unsecured debt that they might have problems with. So having them put that together allows the counselor to be able to go over and review this information to see what their best options might be. And again, some people come to us because they've never really set up a budget. So it could be that simple. They may just need, a strategy to keep a budget that's realistic working for them. Others have other reasons.
And you said gather their income and expenses. Sometimes it's not clearly known what that is, either due to volatility or just not the one in the household that handles the finances.
You're absolutely correct there, because oftentimes we speak with someone who says, my wife gave me or my husband gave me this list and told me to talk with you, because not always is it convenient for both of them to be available. So you're absolutely correct.
Do you ever act as a lender?
No, we're not a lender. Okay. Absolutely not.
But do you communicate with the lenders on behalf of the person?
Well, we work with the consumers' creditors that they might have, whether it be credit cards or banks, finance companies, collection agencies. So that would be the person that we're kind of working for them if they're having difficulty making their payments. So yes.
And even if it's not like a negotiation, maybe just explaining terminology and things like that?
Some do come for just that, because they, oftentimes people's lives are pretty busy, so they don't always pay attention to their statements. I'm always amazed when somebody calls and they might have just a question. Maybe they pulled their credit report for the first time, and they'll call and ask if, is 585 a good credit score? Or, they've read their statement for the first time, a credit statement, and realize that if they make the minimum payment, it's going to take them, 15 to 20 years to pay the account off, and they never really paid attention to that before.
Yep. Do you have people, the question that we were talking about, firsthand experience as a credit counselor? So what is the occupation of a credit counselor?
Well, the credit counselor, ideally, our counselors are all certified, and what their job or mission is to promote financial stability and self-sufficiency for the consumer. So we're really trying to just get the person to stay within their means, work with their budget, and then see what their options are if they've gone beyond that. And sometimes what happens is it's not so much the consumer that's gone beyond. It may be that something has happened as far as loss of income. They might have some excessive medical expenses that they hadn't planned for, maybe divorce, separation, those types of things. And so that can be what comes to the counselor. So people contact us. The easiest way to do that is to call us at our 800-642-2227 number. And again, be prepared to have a good idea of your income and your living expenses and who these creditors are.
And there's a website as well?
We have our new website, which is www.guidewellfs.org. So yes, they can come through there.
So how does the debt management program specifically get them where they want to go or out of debt?
So for a person that might be behind on their bills or having difficulty making their payments, maybe because of one of the reasons I stated before, the program offers one payment with the creditor, and oftentimes the creditors are willing to reduce the interest or the minimum payment on the account. So ideally, we've got the income, we've secured the fact that they can meet their household expenses, and then looked at this array of debt that they might have at what the creditors want from them, and then back through to see if coming into a debt management plan, we can come up with a payment that then fits with the amount of income that they have left over to pay those debts with. And if it does, then the person can sign up. They'll send us one payment, and we'll pay that directly to those creditors.
Okay. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We're going to take a break.
Okay.
We're talking with Nina Heck of GuideWell Financial Solutions, formerly the CCCS of Maryland and Delaware. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Your Future, Your Finances.